wife and I wanted to build a new home. So we went to sit down with the builder. The first thing the builder asked was, what kind of home do you want? How many bedrooms do you want? Bathrooms? What kind of roof do you want? 2-story, 1-story? How many square feet are you looking for? What kind of floor do you want? Tile, wood, carpet, what is it? And once we got all these questions out of the way, a couple weeks later, the builder brought us back in and showed us the blueprint for our new home. All the contractors will build our new house, our new home from that blueprint. And it's the same with life. Life will build from the blueprint that you give it. In your mind, you need a 4K, high resolution, high definition vision in your mind for what you want your life to look like. Then you gotta export that mental vision, that dream that you have on the inside. You gotta export it from the mental arena and get it down on paper, down to the smallest detail. The first breath of life that you give to a dream is when you put it down on paper. What is it that you want in life? What is it that you want to experience? How do you want to feel every day when you get up? What sets you on fire on the inside? Get that down on paper. Your imagination is the Michelangelo that sculpts the life that you live. Some of you are dreaming too small. Dream bigger, because with God, all things are possible. Before you can take possession of something in the physical, you gotta first take up residence of it in the mind. Your mental arena will always produce a life equivalent to it. The great Muhammad Ali, he used to have this gift, this knack for calling out the round that he was gonna defeat his opponent before he ever fought him. And the way he was able to do this was he fought the fight with the opponent in his mind over and over and over again before he ever got in the ring. That's why he knew the outcome before it ever got started. He could feel all the sensations in his body of knocking this opponent out in the 5th round. He could feel TKOing the champion in the 6th round. Whatever it was, he fought it first in his mind. Third step now to making your dreams become a reality is to lay out the top outcomes that you desire to accomplish. There's a hierarchy here. First is, what do I want my legacy to be? What do I want to be remembered for here on earth? See, that's your legacy. That's at the top. Underneath that top is outcomes. What outcomes, if I achieve them, would produce that legacy? What outcomes do you want to accomplish in life? Here's an example. A man says, I want to make the world a better place. Now his outcome might be, I'm gonna build orphanages all across the continent of Africa. Once he knows his outcome, then he sets his goals, and his goals would be raise the funds, the capital, and assemble the team needed to make that dream a reality. One of the biggest mistakes that average people make is they come up with New Year's resolutions. They set goals before they ever figure out the outcome that they want in life. Successful people do the inner homework. That's why they become successful. I don't know how many people have come up to me and told me they have read my book cover to cover. And I say, man, that is awesome. Then I ask them a question. Did you do the self-assessment questions? Did you do the action steps? Did you do the homework that I laid out in there for you? 90% of the time, I can tell by the look on their face, they did not do the homework. You cannot get change, you cannot get transformation if you are not willing to put the work in. And see, the work is on the inside. The greats understand that the war, the battle, is won first on the inside. People who don't have a clear vision for their life attempt to compensate for it by filling their day up with meaningless tasks. I see people every day at my seminars and my speaking events, and they say, Grind City all day, I love your videos. Man, I'm grinding every day, I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I pull them to the side and say, okay, tell me what your vision is. What is your plan for your life? What do you want it to look like? And again, I get that silly, dumb, I don't know look on their face. I'm not trying to be hard on you, man. I'm trying to change your life. I'm trying to help you. And in order to help you, you gotta do these things. Not just listen to these videos, you gotta walk them out. Vision is the genesis of all greatness. Once you decide on your legacy, once you wanna leave the earth when you are gone, once you establish the outcomes that will produce that legacy, then we move to number 4, which is lay out realistic time-based goals that will allow you to achieve those outcomes. These goals will help keep you in focus every day when you wake up. You will know where you are going, what you are are moving towards and how to get there because you have laid it out step by step on paper. Successful people know exactly what they want in life. Only by knowing precisely where you want to go can you plan out an effective strategy to get there. You can use the SMART method. See, laying out the smart way will help you identify the milestones needed to keep you on the trajectory towards success. And when I say smart, what I mean is specific, measurable, audacious, relevant, and time-based goals. This is how you set your goals up. Now let's go to the word to confirm what I'm saying. Starting in Luke 14:28. For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Lest happily, after he had laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. And we'll move on to 31 here. It says, or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first and consulteth where he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him, or with 20,000? Now let's move on to step 5. You gotta find a strong why that will motivate you to do what's required to manifest your dream. Nothing can be denied the one that won't be denied. It all starts with how bad do you want it? How bad do you want what you want? People all the time come to me and say, how do I stay motivated? What do I need to do to get motivated? I said, you don't have a motivation problem. What you have is a why problem. Once you figure out a strong enough why to do what it is you want to do, the actions will follow. You don't need something external to motivate you. You need something internal to motivate you. Another root of a lack of motivation is being out of position. Many of you are out of position doing something that God did not call you to do. You're doing something that you're not passionate about. You're doing a job for the paycheck instead of doing a job because you love it. Now see with me, let me give you an example. I don't have to listen to motivational videos to get psyched up, to get in front of this mic to speak to y'all. I love it. I have so much fire on the inside of me, so much truth waiting to be expressed. I cannot wait every week to get in front of this microphone. See, I know and have full revelation of who I am. I am a motivational speaker, anointed to speak. I know my legacy, which is to set the world on fire with truth. I know my outcome, to impact lives daily, to get up every day and make a difference. I know my goal, to speak fire, wrapped in truth, and deliver it in an artistic way through these videos to reach 1 billion people. I don't speak these messages from the mind, from the mouth, or even from the heart. I speak them from the spirit. I'm not doing this to get validation, likes, or views, or subscribers, or ad revenue. I'm doing this to change the world. My goal is not to be good at this. My goal is to be the greatest that's ever done it. Now, I'm not talking about a competition like me against other speakers. That is not what I'm talking about. I am talking about the standard that I have put in place inside of me.